Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. Today will again be a format where I won't be visible, away on important business, but continuing to make useful and informative content for you, friends. In this video, I will tell you about ETH Gate and how this thing can affect the price of XRP, as well as the opinion of Grayscale CEO Michael Sonnenschein on the perspectives of the spot Bitcoin ETF. I'll do a market overview later. Let's get started. Ethereum Insider says ETH Gate affects XRP price. Holders should care about it. Former Ethereum advisor Steven Nureyev urges XRP holders to be concerned about ETH Gate, emphasizing how the infamous theory affects XRP price. Steven Nureyev, an early advisor to the Ethereum Foundation, has pointed out reasons why XRP community members should care about ETH Gate. The popular crypto advisor made this known yesterday during an exchange with an XRP holder who goes by the pseudonym XRP Kernboy, Nureyev, Suez Storm X co-founder. In his latest tweet, Nureyev disclosed that he had sued Storm X CEO Simon Yu and co-founder of US blockchain coalition Ariu for colluding with the government in fabricating charges that led to his indictment in 2019. Nureyev, who has been commenting on ETH Gate for months, alleged that Simon and Ari stole his tokens worth millions of dollars when they leveled extortion charges against him. The crypto advisor revealed that he has enough evidence, including voice recordings, to show that Simon and Ari offered him more tokens in order to silence him. Why XRP holders should care about ETH Gate. Commenting on the development, XRP Kernboy said XRP community members do not care about ETH Gate. The ex-user stated that Ripple needs to settle its lawsuit with the SEC to set the stage for a potential XRP rally. Furthermore, XRP Kernboy expressed concern about XRP's current price, suggesting that it seems stuck around the 0.6 level. Responding, Nureyev highlighted two major reasons why XRP enthusiasts should care about ETH Gate. According to Nureyev, the so-called ETH Gate theory is the major reason why XRP is still stuck around 0.6. In addition, the former Ethereum advisor stated that XRP holders should be concerned about the corruption happening beyond their tokens if they care about living in a free society. ETH Gate scandal and debate. For context, ETH Gate is a theory that has gone viral in the crypto space for years. Proponents of the theory allege that the team behind Ethereum fostered relationships with prominent SEC officials to create a favorable regulatory environment for ETH to the detriment of other crypto assets. This relationship, according to critics, prompted former SEC Director William Hinman to declare ETH alongside Bitcoin as non-securities in 2018. In his remark, Hinman stated that ETH has become sufficiently decentralized over the years and should no longer be classified as a security. On the contrary, several crypto proponents, including Nureyev, argued that Ethereum's 2014 ICO displayed less decentralization than initial sales of other digital assets. To corroborate this claim, former Ethereum core developer Lane Reddig alleged that 70% of ETH supply was distributed during the pre-mine stage. He added that only a few individuals purchased a huge percentage of the pre-mine ETH because they participated pseudonymously during the sales. To this day, no one knows the identity of the whales that scooped the huge amounts of pre-mined ETH. Interesting. Conspiracy theories are not new in crypto as in everything else, but I still don't understand why this theory should somehow affect the price of XRP. Well, let's say Ethereum bought the SEC officials. So what? How many years did it take from then until now to pay them on a regular basis to strangle Ripple? Sounds bizarre and baseless. Yes, I agree that Gensler is pushing Ripple and the rest of the companies for a reason, but is this manipulation of Ethereum? Somehow I don't think so. And when Ethereum and Bitcoin were recognized as non-securities, Gensler was not yet chairman. Paying one, then a second, then a third doesn't sound plausible. What do you guys think about that? Write in the comments, and we'll keep going. Grayscale CEO says spot Bitcoin ETF approval to unlock $30 trillion in advised wealth. Grayscale CEO Michael Sonnenschein has argued that spot Bitcoin ETF approval could unlock a substantial influx of $30 trillion in advised wealth onto the crypto market. This remark came during a recent interview on CNBC discussing the potential impact of spot Bitcoin ETF approvals on the crypto market. Let's watch an excerpt of an interview from CNBC.
And here with us now for a look at the crypto industry heading into the new year, Michael Sonnenschein, Grayscale CEO. We got a crypto super PAC trying to get things done. Maybe that's what's needed to get Congress to finally do something. Michael, you part of this?
So that was actually just announced this morning. You know, for us at Grayscale over the last year, we've spent, I can't even tell you how many weeks on the Hill, really ensuring that we're advocating for our investors and making sure that as our regulators are looking at crypto, they're doing so through a really informed lens. So for us, it's really been more about education.
You think the easy gains have been made? People couldn't figure out what was happening with Bitcoin. Was it moved from 25 to, I think it almost got to 45 at one point. But now, you know, we're talking about 41,000. Even gold, I think, was trying to get through 2,100, and it failed in trying to do that. This was all interest rate related and pivot related, and the perception that maybe the Fed eases next year with some cuts. When does it refocus on a spot ETF? And do you expect that to get things moving again?
Well, I think if you look back at this year, the price appreciation you've seen in Bitcoin has really been driven by both the macro and micro forces. I think you're right on the macro front. Inflationary pressures, rising rates have caused investors to think about Bitcoin as a store of value or, you know, a hedge in their portfolios. But on the micro front, you know, earlier this summer when my team had our court victory, I think that certainly unlocked a lot of optimism amongst investors about GBTC and the prospects for it to uplist as a spot Bitcoin ETF. So as we turn the corner into the new year, I know there's a lot of focus on that from the investment community.
The 65,000, 100,000, I don't know what you think it is in the cards, but what do you think it's already in the asset right now, if you want to call it an asset? Is it already there? Once it happens, do you expect it to go to new highs? Or it just seems like we've already paid a lot of it forward with the move we saw from, I mean, it was as low as 17,000 this year.
Sure. Well, you know, Joe, I'm not one to make price predictions, but I do think there is a lot of optimism again in the market. I think a lot of investors are adding Bitcoin to their portfolios. And when we look ahead to the hopeful approval for spot Bitcoin ETFs, it really is going to unlock the opportunity to a part of the investment community that, for better or worse, but I would say for worse, has unfortunately been locked out of the opportunity to participate in having Bitcoin exposure in their portfolios. So we're really talking about the advised market here in the US, which is today about $30 trillion worth of advised wealth that we hope the approval of spot Bitcoin ETFs, the uplisting of GBTC, will allow for that opportunity and for those investors to partake in it as well.
All right, that's enough. Potential influx of 30 trillion into crypto. During the interview, the host asked the Grayscale CEO to suggest potential price targets for Bitcoin when the U.S. regulator greenlights a Bitcoin spot ETF. While avoiding specific price predictions for Bitcoin, Sonnenschein highlighted the current enthusiasm in the market, with investors increasingly incorporating Bitcoin into their portfolios. In particular, he argued that the potential approval of spot Bitcoin ETFs holds the promise of unlocking opportunities for a segment of the investment community. According to him, they are a community of affluent investors who, regrettably, have thus far been excluded from Bitcoin exposure. Sonnenschein specifically referred to the advised market in the United States, which currently boasts approximately $30 trillion in advised wealth. He sees the sizable pool of potential investment flowing into the crypto market. In his words, "We hope the approval of spot Bitcoin ETFs and the uplisting of GBTC will allow for that opportunity and for those investors to partake in it as well." Macro and micro forces propelling Bitcoin. When asked about his view on Bitcoin's recent uptrend, Sonnenschein acknowledged that Bitcoin's surge this year has been fueled by macro and micro forces. On the macro front, he pointed to inflationary pressures and rising rates. According to him, the situation has prompted investors to view Bitcoin as a store of value and a hedge in their portfolios. On the micro front, he highlighted the optimism generated among investors when Grayscale's team secured a court victory against the U.S. regulator. Notably, the court victory paves the way for the potential uplisting of Grayscale Bitcoin Trust as a spot Bitcoin ETF. Ultimately, Sonnenschein's remarks underscore the transformative potential of spot Bitcoin ETF approvals to open the door for a substantial influx of advised wealth. That's the way it is, folks. let's move on to the market review. Bitcoin couldn't stay above 44K for long. It rolled back to the imbalance zone again, and this small shelf of volumes now serves as resistance. Of course, it is not a key shelf, and there have already been 2 touches, so most likely it will not last long. But the question is still open. Will it be bought back from current levels, or sellers will push the price down? It doesn't look like an impulse reversal, so I think it will correct a bit more. Back to the waiting mode. Domination, however, fell down to 53%, and some altcoins reacted well to it. And now, our favorite XRP. It's flat. It's also on hold for now. To go up, it needs to consolidate above 0.6204, but Bitcoin is not in the mood to grow yet. As it turned out, there is nothing much to review. Here's the situation. Watch Bitcoin and levels. Nothing more to add. Update tomorrow. Don't jump in on the highs, and only then will everything work out perfectly. See you in the next videos.